Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Brooks Bonner. I'm an admissions counselor here with the Organization for Tropical Studies. Um, Welcome everyone to the Fall 2017 pre-departure orientation for African Ecology and Conservation in South Africa. We are also joined by one of our lead faculty members, Lisa Nupin. Say hello, Lisa. She will, well, I think she's muted now. There you go.
There we go. Hi. Hello, everyone.
And we hopefully will be joined by Bernard Kotze, who's going to be logging in. He's having some technical difficulties, which, tends to happen every now and again. So as he is logging in and joining us, welcome everybody. Hopefully you all are getting excited. It seems like it's just right around the corner. Only a few more days before you're going to be taking off for South Africa. So we wanted to kind of provide you with kind of a last ditch effort to make sure everyone's prepared. Go over kind of the itinerary a little bit, and kind of also go over your arrival in South Africa, because some students do feel a little anxious at times about their arrival when you're traveling internationally. So first off, want to confirm that everyone is arriving on August 22nd to the Johannesburg airport. Do be sure to wear your OTS t-shirt. Those were sent out last week in the mail. So if for some reason you don't receive it by the end of, let's say, or the beginning of next week, do let me know and I can rush a shirt out to you. Thank you for everyone for responding with your sizes and whatnot. But do be sure to wear your shirt. That way our staff in South Africa can easily identify you in the airport. Also, it's helpful to print out the orientation packet and bring that with you as well. So if for whatever reason your phone dies, you lose telephone numbers, there's lots of helpful information in there, okay? Before we get into Lisa, who's going to talk a little bit more about kind of what to expect on the program, there is going to be an opportunity for all of you to ask questions at the very end of this talk. And I want to kind of guide you how to do that right now so you can notify me. That way I can unmute you when you do have a question. So if you go onto your Fuse software, believe it's in the right-hand corner of the window, there are going to be 3 dots. And if you take your cursor over that, it's going to pop up and say More menu. Okay. So if you click on that, it's going to bring up a drop-down box, and it's going to give you a lot of different options. When you do have a question at the end, all you need to do is select Raise Your Flag. Once you select that, it's going to notify me that you do have a question, and then I will try to do my best to unmute you in the order that everyone raises their flags. Okay. So like I said, that will be at the end of the talk. So we try to hold off on questions until then. And without further ado, I'll hand it off to Lisa to get started to go over this little kind of pre-departure orientation here. So Lisa, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Brooks. What a great introduction. I hope everyone can hear me okay. I'm not on the best internet connection, so I may, if I keep getting this exclamation mark about quality on my screen, I might turn off the video for a bit while I'm talking. So yes, I'm Lisa Nupin. I'm one of the staff members that you're going to be spending a lot of time with over the next few months. I think a few of the most pressing things that have come up are issues like Brooks mentioned to do with the first couple of days and arriving at the airport and your concerns about that. And then there have been lots of questions about a more detailed itinerary. I will attempt to give you a few more details and a breakdown of the places that we're going to spend some time and what we're going to do there. But I'm going to give those details to you with the warning that things can and often do change at the last minute depending on transport and weather and all sorts of things that we have no control over. So I'll just get started on that. When you arrive at the airport in Johannesburg, there will be staff members waiting for you with a big sign that says OTS, and we have got your bios and photographs of you, so we know a little bit about what you look like. Also, you're quite easy to spot because you have enormous bags, and we get quite good at spotting arriving OTS students. There have been lots of questions about cell phones and SIM cards and connectivity while you're in South Africa. You will get a chance to purchase a SIM card for your phone at the airport. There are outlets for the 3 main service providers right there at arrivals, and we can talk to you a little bit about that. We usually wait around for a few hours depending on your flight schedules. I have almost everyone's flight schedule. A few of you still need to send me that so we can plan collection times. But we will.
Let me just say, sorry to interrupt you, Lisa. Do make sure everyone shares their flight itinerary, flight information. We need that information so our staff there can know if your flight gets delayed or if there's cancellation. That's very important that we stay up to date on when you're going to be arriving and if there's going to be any delays in your scheduled arrival. So that's very important. If you haven't shared it, please do that as soon as possible or as soon as we're done here today. Thanks. Sorry, Lisa, go ahead.
No, perfect. Thanks, Brooks. Yes, that's true. So we will meet you there, collect you, and take you to the accommodation where we'll be spending that first night. So everyone will gather together in one place quite close to the airport, and once we have everybody, then we set off the next day to get started. There isn't really anything to worry about in terms of not finding us at the airport. It's much less stressful than you think it's going to be. And yeah, we'll be right there with big signs. You can't miss us. So yeah, so don't worry about that. Then, I mean, I think I'll just go directly onto the outline of the course as it currently stands. We're going to go.
Can anybody hear me?
Hi, Bernard.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay, so Bernard, the other faculty member, is joining us.
It looks like he's joining us. Bernard, can you hear us? Okay, well, Lisa, go ahead, continue. Hopefully
all right.
We'll turn it online here.
Cool. So like it says in your orientation booklet, we'll start out at a reserve called Pullen, where we'll spend 2 weeks doing some skills training, some science and society lectures, and a bit of a history and culture course. Like it says in your manual, Pullen's a really nice place to get started because there are few dangerous animals. You can move around freely, and we can get to know each other in that sort of safe, quite free space. And there'll be lots of discussions about what to expect in those first 2 weeks as well. So there'll be a whole session on surviving OTS and all the things that you need to know once we get there. Then we'll go to Skukuza in Kruger Park, where we'll do some research projects. You'll meet some of the South African National Park staff members that are going to talk to you about conservation, and you will do some of your own conservation seminars while we're there. That's followed by a homestay at a traditional vendor village called Hamakuya. You'll go and visit families there for a few nights. We then go to Mapangupwe, where we'll do some biodiversity surveys, some hands-on field work for a week. And then it's spring break in Cape Town. So we'll head south. That's around the 13th of October, where you will have a week or so, 13th to the 18th of October, to explore Cape Town and do lots of exciting, adventurous things. Then we'll stay in the Cape Town surrounds on the Cape Peninsula at a place called Soetwater or Sweetwater. That'll be about 2 weeks where we'll do some more research projects and some more field work that you will write up while we're there. And then we'll head off to the Cederberg Mountains, which is a very beautiful mountain range just north of Cape Town, a very ancient mountain range, where we'll do some work, some more history and culture, and some more field work. And you'll get to visit some quite spectacular rock formations and sand rock art sites. And then that takes us on to the final leg in Skukuza, where you will run your own independent research projects that we've been building up for the whole course. And we'll be in Skukuza for 3 weeks or so before you head back. Yeah, and that, as stated in your orientation manual, the accommodation varies across all of those different sites, but I think the details are all in there quite explicitly. If you have particular questions, then feel free to ask.
Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Looks like Bernard is having some trouble connecting. There might be some internet issues, so he apologizes. Yeah, so I kind of want to open it up now to questions. So as you remember, if you do have a question for Lisa or myself, go ahead in the bottom right hand corner, hit that more menu and raise your flag, and I will go ahead and unmute you and give you a chance to ask your question to the group here. No question is a dumb question. You know, we accept all questions here. We want to make sure that you guys are prepared, you know, whatever it may be in terms of what to bring, money, all that good stuff. I do want to mention that maybe for some of you, this is your first time traveling abroad. It's totally fine. Just want to give your bank a heads up. I know a lot of times I forget to do this as well, that when you do travel internationally, you do want to let your bank know, you know, where you'll be traveling in terms of what country and then when. That way they don't flag your account for unusual activity and put a hold on your account. That can be an unneeded pain while you are abroad. So that's something to consider as well. But like I said, we want to open it up right now for questions. So I know there's some questions out there because I get them every day. So go ahead, raise that flag if you do have a question. Don't be too anxious for being the first one. All right, come on. I know we got some questions out there. There's enough of us. There we go. All right, let's see. Looks like Blythe has a question. So, Blythe, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Go ahead with your question.
What is the laundry situation gonna be like?
That's a good question. It is something that comes up quite often. It varies according to where we are in terms of the sites that we're at. There are hand washing and eco-friendly washing machine solutions at Skukuza where you'll spend most of your time. Some of the places where we're staying will offer laundry services, or for example, in some parts of Kruger, there are washing machines available, coin-operated machines, things like that. But yeah, we make whatever facilities are available easy for you to use along the way. So yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.